Hey everyone, it's Radioactive again, and this is the second video in I guess it's a series now, where I show off the new cylinders that I have for the X-Shot, I'll go the right direction, Fury 4. Now, on this one, compared to the old cylinder that went right about there, this one is a little bit longer, and this is to facilitate inline clips. I don't know how well you can see in there. But yeah, these are inline clips, and they perform pretty admirably. 7 barrels, so 14 shots, 7 times 2. It fits all these darts that have just gone everywhere. And it is about the same as a worker magazine, as a standard worker magazine in this size. So, in about, the magazine is just a tiny bit shorter, not from your angle, but it's just a tiny bit shorter. It's about that big, a couple. So, the blaster itself is approximately the size of a magazine. Of course, it's a little bit thicker, and it has to have a handle. But for a sidearm this big, it's a Springer as well. It is. I'm gonna keep saying this every single episode. It is amazingly compact. I had doubles the capacity of the 7, and that was already very compact. It is, of course, a little bit longer. Let's do a couple. I'm only gonna load 2 barrels, so I'll go back. And those are the first 2, so if we go back, so these actually auto load, at least with the slightly worn AF Pros that I have. They do auto load quite well. So that means if you increase the performance a little bit, then it'll probably start having issues. Now, could just be my darts, could be this iteration of cylinder. It should have the exact same design as my 16 shots, either the Reflex 6 or the Hammer Shot. So I do not know what's different here. Performance is lower, there's less volume, and the spring isn't as powerful as the R6 was. So I do not know what's causing this. The performance on the first shot is about 75 FPS, and the performance on the second round is about 80. About 80. Which is an improvement a little bit over stock. The rotator performs perfectly, or thereabouts. It's quite the sidearm. It will take the performance upgrade that I have planned for later this week. Will improve performance a little bit, and it doesn't cause shotgunning. It does fit and fire full lengths if you want the experience for both. This cylinder is a little bit longer than my 7-shot Elite that I have actually not shown off yet. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than the 7-shot Elite, but it does do both Elite and inline clip half darts. The other one will shotgun half darts, and I do not actually know how that performs, but that's probably for the next video. The files for this, I believe I have on there for $5. And I will be putting this on physically probably within the next week or two for about $24. Free shipping, of course, for the files, standard, pretty much everything. For the not the dimensions. Well, I guess dimensions. It's about 90 millimeters tall, I believe. So anything that can print 90 millimeters can print this. I like three top layers, and my particular settings, I have 4.32 millimeters of bottom layers. You don't really want less than that. It's for the, as I stated in the last video, the lip. You don't want that breaking off. The infill, I do about 10%. It really doesn't matter as long as you have at least 10%, at least for the cylinder. For the rotator, I pretty much do like 3 or 4 perimeters, but I have done more than that. It pretty much, on this one, it pretty much gives you 100% infill anyway, so there's not really that much of a difference between doing a whole bunch of perimeters. A lot of people prefer to have perimeters over just infill, which is all bottom layers, so that is something you should consider. And I think that's it. I guess I could compare it to the size of a, well, it's modified, but it's even shorter than the body of this. It's that much shorter overall. The handle is obviously, you can fit all fingers on this one. I can really only fit, I can really scrunch up on there, but that pinches my finger, so I really do this. But it isn't really meant to be a pistol primary. It could really work as a secondary or a sidearm, depending on your definition. And with the other versions I have coming out, it could be quite a boon to have something this small firing other ammo types. So I think that's all I wanted to share with you today. Be on the lookout. The links will be in the description, and I will update the description once the physical parts are on my Etsy. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Do all of that algorithmic garbage that YouTube makes us do to be successful here. And have a good day.